All right, hello everybody, and welcome to the April 22nd edition of our SabreCat remote practice from Coach David and Coach Cade's dining room here in Tarrant County, Texas. This is a service we are making available to the entire fencing community for the duration of the COVID-19 health emergency. CEFC members, please make sure you log into the Zoom channel to receive real-time feedback and instructions from the coaching staff. Okay. Having some audio issues. Let me check that there, see how that's doing. Okay. Can everybody hear me out there? Can you guys hear me good? All right, very good. All right. First, the trivia question of the day. What is the origin of the end line of the fencing piece? All right, we'll come back to that in just a second. All right. Today's news, deadline for the applications for the USA Fencing All-American Team and All-Academic Team, and the sponsorship sponsored by Absolute Fencing is May 1st. That's coming up fairly soon. Get your information in about those as soon as you can. Also, as a reminder, we have this Friday and Saturday at 8 p.m. is the live stream of the Texas Ballet Theater performance of Firebird, with one of the dancers will be Alexandra Ferber, who was a member of our club right before we got started with the whole COVID thing. And SabreCat Reach Out Challenge. Who did you contact today and outside the people that you are currently living with? All right. Make sure you contact some folks before you get started. All right. And your bad joke of the day, folks. I make these up when no one says me anything, but thankfully today, T2 sent me a couple of jokes. I need some more jokes from different people tomorrow. Liam, I am calling you out. You must send me good jokes for tomorrow. All right. Why was the snowman looking through a bag of carrots? He was picking his nose. There you go. Very good. All right. And the answer to today's trivia question: the end of the fencing strip represents the line drawn in the earth by duelists' seconds. To retreat behind that line in a duel indicated cowardice and a loss of honor. Nowadays, you just lose a point. So there you go. All right. SabreCats, make sure you are logged into the SugarWatt app and record your workouts for today. Miss Jade is taking attendance, and everything will be recorded. And now let's get on with the practice. Remember, safety first, clear your area, no trip hazards, no pets, toys, chairs, or siblings. Spectators need to be 2 blade lengths away, and you are participating at everything at your own risk. All right, let us begin with our warm-ups. So let's go. Right arm down, all the way down, and turn around and go back. Apparently we're having a little bit of audio issue this evening. I'll see what I can't do about a couple of things over here. And then we're going to go left arm all the way up and around. All the way up and around with that left arm. Nice big circles. Nice big movements. Very good. When you're done with that, we're going to do right arm backwards. Big circles with the right arm going backwards in your space and back down again. Very good. And then we're going to go left arm backwards, all the way up and around. Big circles with that. Really nice. And then it's time for big hugs all the way around. Big hugs. Stretching out those arms. Nice, good things to do there. All right, next it's time for knees to elbows. So, opposite knee up to the opposite elbow. Bring it all the way up and get a nice touch on that all the way there. Very good. Looking good, folks. Looking good. And then it's now time for Superman's. Grab that ankle, pull it all the way up, and reach out in front of you. Okay, and then with the other ankle, and reach out in front of you, all the way around there. Nice, good movement, folks. Nice, good movement. All right, next we've got foot to hip. Grab that foot, bring it all the way up to the hip. Get a nice, good stretch on that, some good balance. Bring it all the way up. Yep, very nice. Good movement with that. And then it's time for scoops and some triangles. So reach down, grab your knees, grab your toes, go all the way down with it. All right, yep, all the way down. All right, and then I'll give you a few moments to do whatever else other warm-ups you need to do. Go ahead and stretch out your feet, stretch out your hands, get everything moving nice and good. Whatever else you might need to do, go ahead and do. Meantime, I hope everyone's having a good week. Today is Wednesday. That means we're working on technical actions today. We're working on a lot of precise technical work. We're going to be working on size changes tonight in our footwork session. And then when it comes to the drill work, we're working on finger manipulation tonight. So again, size changes with the feet and finger manipulation exercises with the blade. All right. After you get ready, I'd like everybody to have a blade in your hands while we are doing footwork tonight. And let's make sure, as we're doing our footwork, we're holding our blade up. We're making it nice and clean. We're not bringing it in front of us. We're not bringing it too far out to the side. Tip is up and maneuvering as we're doing all these different pieces of footwork that's going on. Also make sure you're using a glove with your blade, so that'll help you with making sure everything is done properly and precisely. So my blade up here, my glove. All right. We're going to start off working with different size advances. So, again, the key things we're working on tonight are size. So, just to remind everybody, a small advance, small piece of footwork, starting with our toe on a line, a small advance brings the middle of our foot to where our toe started. Okay, so that's a small advance right there. A medium advance brings our heel up to where our toe started, so we're there. Very good. That's a medium size advance. And a large size advance brings us out further in front of that, but our back foot is still behind where we started with our front toe. Again, so that's a small advance there, very nice. A medium advance, right? And a large advance. Those are the ones we're going to be working on tonight. So let's start off right now first with everybody do 10 small advances and recover back to the line that you started on each time. Good. Okay, so we're going to do a small advance and then recover back to our starting position and a small advance. Recover back to our starting position 10 times, please. Go ahead and get started with that, please. There we go. Starting from the line each time. Very good. Very nice, folks. All right. Looking good out there, everybody. I see lots of nice, good stuff. All right. Now, let's work with medium-size advances. So 10 medium-size advances. Right there. Okay? 10 medium-size advances. Go ahead and with that, please, now. Okay. Really nice, good movements, everybody. These are slow. We're not going too fast. It's one at a time, starting from the same starting line each time. All right, now we're going to do 10 large advances. 10 large advances all the way out here. It's not too big, though. Not too big. 10 nice, good, smooth, large advances. And recover back to our starting line each time. So 10 large advances. Come on back. Very good. Let's see you do 10 of them now, please. Go ahead. All right, really nice, good movement, everybody. So now we're going to come back to our starting line again, and this time we're going to do a series of these in succession. So we're going to do a small advance, and then start back. We're going to do a medium advance, and then start back, and we're going to do a large advance, and we're going to start back. So we're going to do 5 sets of those. So 1 set of 3, 2 sets of 3, 3 sets of 3, and so on and so forth. So again, it's a small advance and then recover back, a medium advance and recover back, and a large advance and recover back. And remember, how far you go depends upon how much push you use from the back leg. These really should be pushing advances, pushing footwork. So work on that, please. Go ahead. Small, then medium, then large, all the way out. Five sets of those. Really important to practice these different size pieces of footwork. Gives you very precise control over the distance between you and your opponent. Allows you to manipulate it in different creative and exciting ways. Allows you to take control of mistakes that your opponent might make, or make your opponent make different kinds of mistakes. Really important things to do. Okay? Small, medium, and large. Okay. Let's wrap those up. Now, next thing we're going to do is we're going to work on double advances. So we're starting out with small. So a small double advance, my first one is here, my second one is there. It's basically the size of a medium advance, right? Okay, so I'm very small and another really small one. Together, they form the size of a medium advance. So I want to do 10 of those and then recover back to my starting line each time on that, right? Okay, so very small, recover back, very small, and recover back. Good. Very small, and recover back. We're going to do 10 of those in succession. Please get started with that. Let's see what you can do. Go ahead. Really nice work, everybody. I like all the precision I'm seeing out there. Seeing all the nice hard work. Very good. Excellent, folks. Excellent. All right, let's wrap those up. We're going to start working on a medium size double advance. So again, this is really important. I don't want to make it too big, right? If I go medium, if I make the medium double advance, my back foot is going to be behind where I started. That's a marker that you really want to pay attention to. Okay? Again, here we are. All right, medium size, right there. So go ahead and start with that, everybody. Let's see medium size advances. I may see 10 of them. Go ahead and get started. Keep working on that. Again, these are not too big. Of course, we're making sure our knees are bent, right? Making sure we're sitting down in this, making sure we're taking good breath. We're engaging all the muscles in our legs. All this is really important. Very important to do.
Layla, you're bringing your front toe up a lot on your steps forward. That's going to slow you down. Keep it just a little bit, there you go, closer to the front. Very nice fix.
Okay, and then as we're starting to wrap those up, we're going to make a double advance composed of large steps, right? So, all right, and that's about how far I should go, right? All the way out that way. So again, we start back at the beginning, right? I'm going to make a large double advance. Go ahead with that. Let's work on those. Now 10 of those in succession. Get started with that, please. Seeing a lot of really good work out of my SabreCats tonight. Love seeing it.
Isabel, look up until you're done. Then look down and check.
Liam, you can actually push those a little further if you want. Sometimes you really have to push and make a nice, big, strong advance. Nothing wrong with that as long as you don't overdo it. Okay? And again, the capacity to do these different size steps is going to allow you to manipulate the distance between you and your opponent in a very, very fine, precise manner. Okay? All that is really critically important to do. Okay, so now, next thing we're going to do is we're going to do a small, followed by a medium, followed by a large double advance. Okay, so I have a small, and I'm going to reset. I've got a medium, and I'm going to reset. And I've got a large, and I'm going to reset. And that's one, all right? Let's do 5 of those, please. All in succession, working on those different sizes. Feel the difference between those different types of footwork. It's really important, okay? I know it seems like sometimes we spend a lot of time working on really basic fundamental actions, but it's a very, very important thing to do, to have this fine control over everything you do to be able to manipulate the distance between you and your opponent. And the size of your step is a really, really easy way to change the distance between you and your opponent in a dynamic sense. All right, so now we're going to mix up our double advances just a little bit, okay? So we're going to start by making a double advance that's composed of 2 different size steps. We're going to have a small followed by a large, all right? Small, large, all right? I really, really want to be able to see, when I look at you guys in the video, the difference between your small and your large. It should be very, very clear. Small followed by big. All right? Small, big. And again, it's how hard you're pushing with that back leg that determines just how far you go. Everybody do 10 of those, please. Really nice, smooth, very clean. We're not going fast. We're taking our time, working on the mechanics of our advances. So it's one small followed by one big, Isabel. I'm not seeing any size changes.
Coach Lee, your hand is high enough that I can see your arm. Yes.
It, Isabel, even different, even different. Really small and then big. Small and then big.
T2, you're stopping in between them. They need to be run together.
Gabriel, that's really nice. Okay. Let's go the other way now. A large step followed by a small step. Here we go, right? So I've got a large step and then small. All right. I've got a large step and then small. And then reset back to the line. So we're going to do 10 of those in succession. Everybody do that really nice. Let me again see the difference between your big and your small. It should be very, very clear and very, very obvious. There should be no change in the speed. T3, your small can be smaller. It's kind of tricky, isn't it, Isabel? All right, good. Everybody stop for a second now. Let's shake it out, get some water. We're going to change what we're doing here for a minute. And we're going to start working on retreats. Okay? While you're getting your water and resting for a minute, I'm going to demonstrate a couple of things. So when we're starting with our retreats, we're going to start now with the heel of our toe on a line right here. So I got my heel right here, okay, on my starting line, okay? And remember, a small retreat is going to have arch of my foot going back to where I started. So right there, arch of my foot, okay? And then a medium retreat is going to bring my toe up to where I started. Very good, right there. Okay, again, that's a medium retreat right there. And then a large retreat, I'm really going to push off and really reach back. So again, with the small and medium, it's how hard you push from the front foot. With the large, there is an element of reach back with the back leg that's important as you're doing that. Okay, so let's again start working now. Find your line to start on. Get your front heel on that starting line. Okay, and now let's work on 10 small retreats. Really nice, really clean, getting moving there. Okay, 10 small retreats. Really paying attention, looking down, checking after we've made each retreat to be sure that we're in the right spot where we needed to be. Good.
Gabby, it's really nice.
Okay. Now 10 medium retreats. Again, with our heel starting on our starting point right there. I'm going to make a nice medium retreat. Okay? It's not big, it's not fast, it's very clean, very precise on the exact amount of size we're talking about here. Okay, start our heel on the line, push off, and there we go. So 10 medium-sized retreats. Everybody work on that now, please, for me. Go ahead.
And BJ, that's really good. Keep your front toe pointed forward, but the size is really nice.
Okay. And now 10 large retreats. So push off, and as you push, reach back. Okay? As you push, reach back. There you go. Really push. Get back there. Go ahead. 10 of those, please. And on the large retreat, it really is okay, and it really is part of it to really reach the back foot back as you're going. It helps you get that nice distance. Sometimes you've got to take a large retreat. You're making a couple of really small ones to sort of sucker your opponent into making that attack, and then you change the size of what you're doing. You can make them fall short. You can be able to make that parry, change what's going on, really adjust to what's happening. All right, so now we're going to work on double retreats now. Again, starting from our front, our line with our front heel on that line, a double retreat, right? So really small, starting out right here. So I've got my starting position on my heel, and then my front toe goes to the exact same spot. So let's begin with that. Again, 10 of those in succession. Go ahead. Really nice movement, everybody. Seeing a lot of good things out there. Isabel, try to make the movement and then look down to check and see where you are. Okay? Don't look down until after you've made both retreats, the double retreat. Okay. When you've done your 10 small double retreats, we're going to now go to 10 medium-sized double retreats. So again, here's what that looks like. Here we go. So starting with our back foot on the line. Spotlight me. Here we go. Okay, so we've got a medium retreat, 2 of them in a row. So 1, 2. There we go. All right. Really push back. Really get that nice movement.
Gabriel looks nice.
Okay, and now two large retreats. This is really pushing off and really reaching back and getting out of there. It's when you really got to pull distance, right? One and two, and really get back there. Go ahead. Two double retreat. A double retreat composed of two large retreats. Let's get going with those.
Tammy, you're turning your knee to the inside, which makes your hip pop out. Layla, you need to move forward because I really can't see what you're doing. Move toward the camera just a little bit and then do your retreats from there. Yes, exactly. There you go, because that way I can see both of them. That's good.
I like the precision, folks. This is, again, I know I keep harping on it, but this is a critically important skill to be able to manipulate the size of your steps, to change the distance between you and your opponent in a dynamic fashion where you're in control of it. Maybe you're using it to react to what something they're doing. Maybe you're using something to set something up. Maybe you're trying to deceive them. Maybe you're trying to do different things that are all important pieces of that. Okay, so now let's now work on a double retreat composed of two different size steps. The first one is going to be small and then large. Okay, small and then large. Starting off on our line again, where we started with our heel. So I've got a small and then a large. All right, go ahead. Small, large. Let's see that. Do 10 of those, please, in succession.
That large one, Sarah, was good. Yes, because you're really reaching now.
And again, we really want to try and link these together. These are double retreats, so they're smooth done together. Boom. No pause between them. Small, large. Small, large. Very nice. Okay, so now, next thing we're going to shoot for is going to be large, small. So large, small. Here I am. Ready? Here we go. Large, small. All right? Okay. Large, small. And again, 10 of those in movement. Nice stuff. Okay. All right, folks. So reposition your camera if you haven't already, so where you can see the screen. I'm going to be showing you. We're going to do some card work now. Okay. So these are just really simple things. So a yellow card is a small advance. Okay. Yellow is a small advance. A red is a small retreat. So small advance, small retreat. Blue is a large advance. White is a large retreat. Okay? So, again, yellow is a small advance. Red is a small retreat. Blue is a large advance. And white is a large retreat. Got that? Questions? Okay, so here we go. So we're just going to start off real simple. A couple of things. We're looking at small versus large. Don't need these right now. We're just going to use these. What I want you to be doing is drumming in place. You're going to be drumming, and then I'm going to hold up a card, and you're going to do two pieces of footwork of whatever that is. Okay, so here we go. So start drumming, and then yellow. Very good. All right, start drumming, and red. That's retreats. All right, start drumming, and red. Those are two small retreats, right? Two pieces of footwork. All right, start drumming. It's two pieces of footwork, guys. It's a double advance, both small. And drumming. Very good. All right, large. Start drumming. Good. Start drumming. Good. Start drumming. Very good. Start drumming. Very good. All right, now all of them together. Here we go. I have no idea what I'm pulling out each time. Here we go. Start drumming. Very good. Start drumming. Start drumming. Start drumming. Start drumming. Start drumming. Start drumming. Very good. All right, relax. Shake it out, folks. Get set up for your targets. All right, take a break. Get some water. We're going to do some target work here in a second. All right. All right. Okay, so let's now start off with, we're in sort of medium extension distance right here, not too far all the way up, right there. Our blade can lightly touch, and we're going to start making light finger cuts all the way up and around the mask several times. And then we can go down the side as well. We should not be in full extension. There should be some bend in our elbow as we're doing this, guys. We're here, right? Not all the way out here, but here. Okay. We're up and around. Do not, Tony, don't extend your arm all the way. Get closer to the target. Bend your elbow. In a bent elbow position. So it's here. I really want to be making you guys, if you do it from a bent elbow, you can really feel the finger work a lot better. All right, that's up nice all the way around. Good. You can also do back cuts with the back side of the blade. All the way up and around. Very nice. Good. And shake it out. Okay. So now what we're going to do is we're going to start with our weapon on the top of the mask. All right. And we're making repeated cuts and changing the distance and getting in really close and really far away. Should take several pieces of footwork, very small footwork, to change that distance. We're constantly cutting as we're going forward and back. Constantly cutting as we're going forward and back. Okay. All right. The arm should be going in and out as that is happening. The arm is going in and out as that's happening. All the way from a very, very bent elbow, to a full extension all the way out. Okay, so here we go. All right, now, next thing we're going to do, so this is all with a single advance. We're starting off with initiating towards head before our foot moves, okay? So I go head, cheek. Head to cheek. Head, cheek. All right? It's a small cut. It's change of position. It's not very big. Head, cheek, really small. Go ahead. I can go to both sides with that. I can go head, cheek to this side. And I can go head, cheek to that side. I need to make sure I land before my front foot does. Hit the target before the front foot lands. Go ahead. Make sure we are not overcutting. Should be in good distance of that. All right, we've done 10 of those. We're going to now change that up. We're going to go the other way. So starting to the cheek and going to the head. Top. Cheek, head. Right? Cheek, head. I can go the other way as well. Cheek, head. These are very, very small, precise changes. You guys might be sensing a theme of precision tonight. You'd be correct. So,
You're starting a little too close, Isabel. Okay, scoot back to where you were. That was better distance. There you go. There you go. That's better.
good work, everybody.
Looks good, Gabriel. Looks good, Gabriel.
Okay. Next now. So is again with a single advance. You're starting to head, you're going to cheek, and then back to head during the advance. So it's head, cheek, head. All right, and again, I'm landing before my front foot does. All this is done with fingers, by the way. I'm not using my elbow. I'm not using my shoulder. It's head, cheek, head. All right, right? Head, cheek, head. Go ahead. 10 of those, please. Get started on that. Also on this, make sure your arm is extending the entire time. It should not be shoved out and then going around. I want to be making changes as I'm coming out. So head, cheek, head.
Well, yep, it looks really good. But that looks good.
All right. Obviously, I think we all know what comes next, right? So I initiate to cheek, and I go head, cheek in my advance. So cheek, head, cheek. Cheek, head, cheek. All right. I can also go to the other side, right? Cheek, head, cheek. Going back to the same one I started one is important here. Cheek, head, cheek. Changing direction twice in there. All right. Everybody shake it out now. Relax. Get a drink of water. Move the arms, move the shoulders. Do some up and down if you need to. Okay. The next series of actions are done with a double advance. There's going to be initiation at the beginning of the first double advance, at the beginning of the first advance, the double advance, and then on the second advance is when you're going to be doing other things. Okay, so the first one is we're starting off to head here before I move, and then on my first advance, I change to cheek, and then my second advance, I change again twice. Okay, so it's head, no movement, cheek, head, cheek. Okay? Head, cheek, head, cheek. Okay? Watch that again. Head, no movement of the feet, and now cheek, head, cheek. Go ahead, move that all the way around, please. It's a little tricky, I know. We've been doing this for several weeks now, so you guys should be starting to get the feel of how this works.
Gabriel, your arm is all the way out before you start moving. Your arm needs to extend the whole time. You started coming out, but it shouldn't be locked out. That's better.
Okay, now, next one. So, I start to cheek, no movement, and then head, cheek, head. Okay, so from my on guard, I start to cheek, and then head, cheek, head. Here it is at full speed. Okay, go ahead. Looking good out there, folks. Really nice movement. Excellent, excellent blade control. Nice, precise movements. This is everything we want to be able to see. So keep it up. Keep it up. Okay. Take a break. Here we go. We're going to do those exact same two sets of movements, but with an advanced lunge rather than a double advance. So again, the first one. So I start head, and then on my advance, here, and then in my lunge, I'm making a double line change. So I start head, advance, boom. There should ideally be a little bit of rhythm in this, okay? It shouldn't all be in the same speed, in the same all one speed. There should be a bit of a pause between the different actions at the beginning. Okay, so here, boom, ba ba. Okay, so it's head, cheek, head, cheek. All right, go ahead. Very fine, very clean, very controlled movements with the fingers, right? It's not a lot of this big wavy stuff, right? It's all right in here. Be able to manipulate the target, the weapon to hit very precise targets, to hit exactly where you want to be able to hit every time. Should be an advanced lunge we're doing with this one. And ideally, it's an advanced lunge, not an advanced stop lunge. Go as slow as you have to, but try and make it a smooth advanced lunge. Okay.
You're really off balance. You need to do a better lunge than that.
Let's now go the other one. Okay? So I'm taking an advanced lunge and I start to cheek, head, cheek, head. Okay? Cheek, head, cheek, head. Cheek, head, cheek, head. Nice attacks. Go ahead with that. Okay, so shake it out. So we're now going to do these with a little bit more movement. Okay, same idea. I'm starting out close. All right, I'm going to make an advance and provoke. All right, provoke's coming on the back foot. All right, advance, provoke. I'm going to make a double retreat, and then I'm going to attack with an advanced lunge and line changes. Okay, so it's advance, provoke, double retreat, pull the hand back, ba ba da ba. Strong attack. Go ahead with that, please. Okay. This next one, we're going to build this real quick. So I want to build a couple of fundamental actions. I want to start out here. I'm starting out in this position here, what we call a low line invitation. And from here, we're going to extend to the top of the mask and close out in 4. Bring it over to 4. So again, from low line, here we are, low line invitation. Extend, hit the mask, and drop the hand down in 4. My closeout is here. It comes all the way across the body. Okay? So I'm here, hit, and low line, hit, come over. Bring it down. If I do a few of those real quick, my arm should be extended on the thing. There's no movement right now, no footwork. We're just practicing the hand motion from here. Reach up and bring it down. Liam, get your hand out further in front of you, please. Hand out further in front of you. Okay, guys, look at my position of my hand here. I'm not back here. I'm out here. So it's hit and I'm here, right? All the way out. All right. Do not want to drop. Do not want to come back. Hit, out. Okay, so now let's put that together with the footwork. All right. I'm going to make an advance. On that advance, on the front foot of my advance, I drop into invitation. I make an appel, and then I shoot the hand and make a lunge and close out. Okay? So again, I make an advance with an invitation, appel, shoot the hand, close out with a lunge. Show you one more time. Advance, appel, like that. Go ahead, you guys. Give it a shot.
Remember to do an appel. It's advance appel.
Okay. Next, we're going to make an invitation in high line. So the invitation high line is up here. So my hand comes above my head, not quite to parry 5, but advanced a little bit. So I'm here. Okay. So just make that here. Cut to the cheek, and then I'm going to close out again. So I'm bring my hand back up. So invitation, here, and then there. Okay? Invite, hit, cut, and close out. Invite, hit, and close out. It's really important on that closeout, my hand is up. I do not want to bring it back. I've got to keep my shoulder extended, my arm extended. Okay? Not locked, but extended.
You're fine, Isabel. You're fine.
So Liam,
You haven't done this before.
Liam, you're doing this. It needs to be put the spot. Liam's doing this. You're doing here. It's there in front, up. Okay.
Coach Tammy wants to know, is the closeout in parry 5 position?
Yes, sort of. It's like an extended 5. It's out in front. It's not here. It's up. So it's here and there. I'm just bringing my hand up a little bit. Okay? Okay, so I make my invitation and then extend and bring the hand, just rotate the fingers up to make the closeout. All right, so now let's do that with the footwork. So again, I make my invitation on my front step of my advance, right? I make an appel, shoot the hand, and lunge. So invitation, appel, and bring the hand out during the lunge. So invitation, appel, like that. Go ahead, guys. It's a tricky maneuver, but can come in handy during an attack and prep or counterattack situation.
Tammy, keep your elbows a little more relaxed at the end.
All right, everybody do 2 more of those, please.
Very nice. Jade, you can kill the streams, please. And Kate, you can